Okay, so this is what I started with. This is just your average peasant style shirt, kind of fluffy sleeves, the same thing you probably have with the pirate costume. This actually came from April. Oh, and I dyed my hair blue, in case you can't tell. Blue and green. It's really cool. And this skirt is a skirt that I also got from April, ironically enough, and it has sparkles, and it kind of has a lace bottom. So this is what I started with. I already had these two items. And then we add the corset, which is probably the most important thing. This is the third time I've done this video. Okay, so we zip it up. And it's hard for me to even get into. Okay, so, and I kind of like to wear it under the bust. And then what I did to customize the corset, probably noticed that pieces were falling out because I've taken this on and off so many times. I weaved a piece of copper pipe through the laces, which is neat. And then up here in the tie, I tied on 2 brass colored nuts. Sounds funny, right? So I've got those there. And this little pin just kind of look the part. It's different zippers. It came with a suit that I have. Pretty cool. Alright, so then the second part, you see a lot of layered skirts with the steampunk look. So how I achieved that was I took this black dress of a totally different fabric. This is a more silky fabric. And you see it's a halter top dress that has this kind of funky layered bottom. And what I did, this is also from April, by the way, this dress, is I tucked in the halter top, like so, and then put it over the fluffy skirt. So I have a fluffy skirt, and then I have a tight silk dress that goes over it. So this achieves kind of a fluffiness on the bottom and another layer on the top. So it looks really cool. I get it all organized. Alright, so I have just the lace peeking through. I have the satin black. I forgot to mention this piece. This is actually hooked onto the strap of the corset and then fed down the corset. It is a necklace that I happen to have that is the same color as the theme. It's a faded, dirty brass. So I just hung that there for looks. Next thing, belts. Belts can make this costume. I quickly found out. Just put a bunch of belts on yourself and then you're pretty much good. This one is a brown leather, and I already had all these little brass accents, including this awesome heart belt buckle. So, and this didn't feed down this time, so welcome to 8 o'clock. Alright. Feed that down. Belt. Just call me Butterfingers. The belts also hide the fact that I'm wearing a dress that has been folded over. So I put that belt on there. And then I got this piece of metal that I bent up, and I attach one part to the belt and then the other part to the silk skirt to kind of hold up one side, just to make it look funky. So I'm now holding up one side of the skirt, the silk skirt, even more to reveal that underneath skirt. So that's cool. The other portion, belt portion, is this that I actually bought. It's a leather belt with a bunch of leather pouches on it. Utility belt, I guess you would call it. So I slip this on. See what I mean about layering belts? And everything's a slightly different color, which is cool. So I have that. And then, for the top, I happen to have this chain. I don't know where it came from. I could tell you what kind of chain it is. I don't know. I've had it for years. Why do I keep these things? I don't even know. So, I put that on over my chest, and now we're starting to look like something. And this is all just stuff that I had laying around except for the utility belt. So, this belt is just one of Mike's belts. Mine weren't long enough. It's a different color, brown slightly. And it has, again, a brass buckle and all these little brass grommets on here, which make it just kind of visually interesting. So what I did with this is I put it over my head, like so, and around my shoulders. It's all twisted now, but you'll get the idea. And then I buckle it in the back and tighten it right up, if I can do it right, that is. Sorry you have to watch this, it's probably very painful. Alright, so then we tighten. There we go. So then I have this neat thing going around my shoulders, which just looks cool. And having a belt here allowed me to add different elements to it. This big gear, this piece of copper, this other little brass fitting piece. I might add more to that, but it just gives you the option because you have something up here. Alright, jewelry, always key. I'm sure you have a ton of jewelry that would fit the theme. This was a piece that I already had. It's just really big and gothic looking. Fits really well. This bracelet, again, was perfect to the theme. I haven't pulled it out yet. I have a little brass octopus ring that I'm going to wear and some other things. Earrings. I know I have a couple of bronze earrings. I just haven't pulled that little stuff out yet. The other thing I found in the closet was a slingshot that I got Mike in San Antonio, so I'm going to stick that in my belts. It's like the perfect color. It's wood, but the patina is just perfect. So that's pretty much it. Most of this stuff, like I said, I had. The belts definitely make it. I attached pieces of metal that Mike had. I know I have the benefit of having him, but you might be able to find some goodies just laying around. And I did do the goggles. These I got off eBay and sprayed with the copper and bronze spray paint. And no, the goggles I got off of Amazon. And the gears and things that I super glued on, I got those from eBay. So I haven't put these back together yet. Shoes. I took a pair of shoes and kind of attached a whole bunch of stuff to them with super glue, so I'm not going to even dig those out because I'm not quite ready with those, and they're kind of complicated, but hopefully that helps. It's basically just layering, and if you have some clothes at work, and if you just dig up some stuff to attach them, all these gears and stuff like this are just attached with wire ties. And in the case of this little thing, I was actually able to hook it onto the grommets that were already on here. And these are just tied onto the front of the corset. So, I'm losing my breath. I hope that helps. And like I said, no stress. Don't worry about it if you can't pull anything together. I know you're pretty confident that you have most of it. So, I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody. And now, after doing this spiel 3 times, I think I need to sit down. Thank you for watching!